Hello, wrestling fans, and thank you for joining us once again for Legends of the Goldmine, coming to you from the Goldmine itself in Pacifica, California. I am Matthew Theo, the greatest mind in professional wrestling, ready, willing, and excited to bring to you all of the action that you're going to see here today, including your main event, in which the Platinum Division Championship will be on the line in a triple threat match when Derek Slade, always accompanied to the ring by his manager and tag team partner, the bright Lucian D, defends the championship against two NorCal Wrestling Legends, and one of them being a Hall of Famer himself in the bad boy Boyce LeGrande, as well as the Angry Dragon, Mike Hayashi. Last week, Boyce LeGrande and Mike Hayashi faced each other in a #1 contenders match that went to a time limit draw. And Boyce LeGrande, Mike Hayashi were not happy about it. They wanted to go an extra 5 minutes, but Lucian D said, hey, let's just do a triple threat in 2 weeks. Here's Josh Medina.
Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, and to everybody watching us online. This is Legends of the Goldmine. We have a very special episode for you guys tonight. We're in our main event. Platinum Division Champion Derek Slade will be fighting in a triple threat match. But before we get to that, let's kick things off with this first match of the evening. The following contest is scheduled for one fall with a 10-minute time limit. Your official for this contest, referee Steve Chavez. Introducing first.
One thing that makes Legends of the Goldmine so special is the opportunity to watch some of the newest additions to professional wrestling in totality come through this ring to wrestle each other in front of an audience, all for you to gain that valuable experience and move on and upward.
Making his way to the ring from West Sacramento, California, weighing in at 185 pounds, he is the future franchise, Titus Alexander.
And all of that to say, sometimes you get somebody in this ring that has all of the God-given talent in the world, but has been given direction by someone that, well, honestly, we don't know who's been giving Titus Alexander direction here recently, but he's been on that phone taking instruction from someone who encouraged him to turn his back on his brother
and his opponent,
and just viciously assault him after a tag team match that we saw last month here on Legends of the Goldmine. And now Titus Alexander finds himself one-on-one in this contest, this opening contest against the heart of the Goldmine, one of the brightest prospects that has ever come out of the APW boot camp, and that is Starboy Charlie himself.
Making his way to the ring from Pacifica, California, weighing in at 115 pounds, he is the Brace Face Showcase, Starboy Charlie.
Starboy Charlie has made APW Boot Camp and the Goldmine his home for over 4 years now, and is proving each and every time he steps into the ring to be one of the greatest graduates that the boot camp has ever produced. And now here we are at Legends of the Goldmine. He's got a one-on-one contest here against Titus Alexander, who seems to have been taking last-minute instruction from whoever this mysterious new guiding force in his life is. It's very interesting because Titus Alexander comes from a wrestling family. His father, the big, ugly J.D. Bishop, NorCal Wrestling legend, NorCal Wrestling royalty. And, of course, broke into the business alongside his brother, Bronson Bishop. So I'm very curious to know who's on the other side of that that phone call, especially when you have someone the caliber, someone as great as J.D. Bishop already in your corner. Who else do you need to help guide your career? Who else might you need to put you at the top of the stack? Titus Alexander not very happy with the response that he's gotten here from the fans in the Goldmine. Here we go, Starboy Charlie rolling up Titus Alexander, who quickly gets out of that pinfall and dives himself through the ropes. Now he's saying that Starboy Charlie pulled the hair. I didn't see it on my monitor here, folks. Titus Alexander going low, driving the knee right into the gut of Starboy Charlie and knocking down the brace face showcase with one shot right to the side of the head. And now Titus Alexander, he's got Charlie just in complete control now with that side headlock. Oh no, Charlie able to pop his head out of that side headlock, and now Charlie's got a headlock of his own applied onto Titus Alexander. Alexander with the obvious strength advantage here, able to slam Charlie down right into the mat. And again, just driving the forearm right across the temple and the side of the head of Charlie, turning a pinfall into a very painful maneuver here. As Titus Alexander whips Starboy Charlie across the ropes here. Leapfrog, great elevation. Starboy able to cartwheel his way out of this. Back and forth, both men to go. Here we go. And oh my goodness, Titus Alexander kicking Starboy Charlie in the inner thigh in the middle of that leapfrog attempt. And now one more time going for the cover here. Titus Alexander only able to get a 1 during that lateral press. And now he's draped this shin across the throat of Charlie. He's choking the life out of the young man. Titus Alexander now just driving the throat and the neck of Charlie into the middle rope, using every bit of the ring for leverage as he possibly can. Titus Alexander has Starboy Charlie trapped there in the corner, and a big chop right to the chest. It's just sending ricochets of pain all throughout the body of Starboy Charlie. Titus Alexander now whipping Charlie off the ropes. Charlie eats a line and gets planted right into the middle of the ring here. Alexander, a very arrogant cover, not quite enough to take Charlie down. Alexander now coming off the ropes. Charlie ducking the line, leaps, grabs hold of the head scissors, taking Alexander right down to the mat, and a big drop kick. Another one sends Titus Alexander right into the corner. Charging in with a European uppercut, followed up almost by a bulldog, but no, Alexander able to block the attempt there and just shove Charlie off of his body, using his own momentum against him. And Titus Alexander seems to be making a phone call. I don't know what Alexander's doing. He's probably calling that new mysterious force in his life, trying to ask for another piece of advice since the person's not here at ringside. Where is he? Where is this person anyway? Titus Alexander seems to have gotten the response that he wants. But he just breaks the referee's count at 7, forcing Steve Chavez to start over at 1. But I'm not sure he realizes that he's given Charlie every opportunity in the world to catch his breath and recover from the match that they've had so far. And no, Titus Alexander quickly in there, driving the knee right into the ribs of Charlie and draping his back across the leg for a backbreaker. Going for the cover here. Again, only a 2 count. All of that time that Alexander allowed Charlie to recover, obviously shown there with Charlie so readily able to kick out of that pinfall attempt. Titus Alexander moving in like just so fast. Faster than you can even see. Alexander one more time, but no, Starboy Charlie leaps over, able to pull Titus Alexander to his feet, and there we go, short enziguri, kicks right to the side of the head from Charlie. Charlie hooking the leg, but no, Alexander too close to that bottom rope, able to get his hand up.
5 minutes have elapsed in this contest. 5 minutes have elapsed in this contest.
Starboy Charlie now seems to be tuning up the band slightly here. Going against the ropes here, leapfrogging off, but no, Titus Alexander catches him in the midsection with a super kick. Alexander quickly crawling over. Charlie's feet almost tangled up in the ropes, but Alexander aware of it, able to block those feet. Almost getting the 3 count there. And only a 2 count one more time as Charlie kicks out on his own. Titus Alexander seems to be scaling the ropes one more time. He's got Charlie in position. Titus Alexander almost losing balance. No, he just hops off. Nothing too fancy for the folks here in the Goldmine. Titus Alexander doesn't seem to want to make anybody happy. Just this new attitude from Titus Alexander leaves a lot to be desired. He's picking up Charlie. No, Charlie able to find his way out the back door. Passes up, Titus Alexander comes off the middle rope with a flying kick. A flying enziguri right to the side of the face. You heard the impact at home. Charlie and Titus Alexander both down, both gasping for breath, trying to find their way back up to a vertical base. Whoever gets up first is definitely going to have a strict and clear advantage here as this match continues. Looks like Titus Alexander's first one up. Charlie, though, he kips up. Charlie connects with those kicks right to the midsection. Oh, but he gets caught. Titus said, no, Charlie fighting his way out of the grasp of Titus Alexander. And Alexander with a handful of the referee's shirt. Low blow. A low blow behind the back of Steve Chavez. And now, just a huge spinning Michinoku driver, planting the Charlie skull first in the ring, and that is it.
Ladies and gentlemen, your winner by pinfall, Titus Alexander.
Well, Titus Alexander able to take advantage of the end of this match here and just drive the skull of Starboy Charlie right into the Gold Rush Pro Wrestling logo in the center of the ring. It seems as though the last minute advice that he got from whoever it is he's been talking to over the last couple of weeks here on Legends of the Goldmine was enough to get him the advantage and get him the victory, the first one that he's seen in quite some time. Titus Alexander walking away a winner. But I gotta know who is on the other side of the line. Who have you been making phone calls to? All right, folks, the action continues on here at Legends of the Goldmine. I'm the greatest mind in professional wrestling, Matthew Thiel, proud to bring to you the action here on YouTube as we are moving on to yet another singles contest here midway through the show.
Making his way to the ring from Oakland, California, weighing in at 181 pounds, he is Jason.
Well, Jason, this is the first time that I've ever seen Jason here at Legends of the Goldmine. I didn't even have him on my run sheet as wrestling in this match. I don't know what's going on, what to expect. But I guess a welcome to the Goldmine is in order for Jason. Do you know Jekyll's? I'll try to see if I can talk to him after the show. Get to the bottom of where exactly the Jason comes from. What's he all about? What's behind that mask? What does he want?
And his opponent, making his way to the ring from San Francisco, California, weighing in at 189 pounds, he is the Frisco Man of War, Marcelo Montoya.
Well, Marcelo Montoya has really been earning the respect of the fans here in the Goldmine over the last several weeks. And it hasn't necessarily been because of his victories in the matches that he's been in, but because of his attitude, his tough-as-nails demeanor that he has, the amount of brutality that he is able to absorb, especially from the likes of someone like Big B on the roster. And now Marcelo Montoya finds himself across the ring from this mysterious stranger, essentially, in Jason. Marcelo Montoya, arm wringer applied now onto Jason. He's showing an early advantage here in this match against the newcomer. Just continuing to twist the arm and the elbow of Jason. Here we go. Now Jason able to get his way out of it, able to break the hold, reverses it into a hammerlock of his own. Marcelo Montoya trying to find his way out of it here, able to roll his way into the upper advantage, able to twist the arm of Jason once again right around behind him. Montoya now taking Jason off of his feet, taking him right down onto the Gold Rush mat. Montoya rolled up here, only a 2 count, able to shift his weight back over to the other side. Now, when you're in a match against somebody that you've never seen before, never experienced before, especially somebody who wears a mask and has an entrance such as the way of Jason, doing his best to keep any sort of information away from his opponents, you really don't know how to approach them. It seems as though Jason, however, is trying to go move for move. He might be mirroring the offense of Marcelo Montoya at this point, and you have to wonder, is that exactly Jason's style? Is Jason a mat technical wrestler, or is he merely mirroring his opponent in order to get into his head, in order to get him off of his game? Jason trying to find his way out of here. Marcelo Montoya coming off those ropes, knocking Jason down onto the mat with a standing tackle here. Coming off the ropes. Jason leapfrog. Jason, he almost caught Marcelo Montoya, but Montoya was able to last minute turning it into another side headlock here. Grabs up Jason, hits him with that fisherman suplex. Floats over here for the cover. Lateral press, only a 1 count. Jason able to kick out. Marcelo Montoya whipping Jason into the ropes. Leapfrog now by Marcelo. Jason shoving Marcelo into the corner. Marcelo ducking the line. Ducking another one here. Coming from behind. Big tilt-a-whirl head scissors. Taking Jason down onto the mat. Marcelo Montoya mounting a measure of offense here against Jason. Just connects with that elbow right to the jaw there. Trying to break the jaw, maybe loosen some teeth of Jason here, who whips Marcelo Montoya face first right into that top turnbuckle here. Now with Montoya trapped in that corner, nowhere to go, Jason looks to be unleashing. No, he's choking. He's choking the life out of Marcelo Montoya right in that corner. Now Jason trying to get the sweat off of his hands, rubbing it on the chest of Steve Chavez's referee shirt. And now Jason just continuing on the attack, continuing on the fight. Jason seems to be measuring up. Montoya here in the corner, comes charging in with a big slash. Montoya not able to avoid the impact there. Jason now completely turning the tide of this match so far, whipping Marcelo Montoya into the corner here right in front of me and charging in with yet another train-like splash into the corner. Jason one more time trying to whip, goes to the well one too many times here, gets a boot up just in time, able to stop Marcelo Montoya in his tracks. Here we go. Jason, short kick right to the gut here. Grabbing up Montoya, tried to go for a fisherman suplex of his own, but no, Montoya, he wraps the legs, almost a 1 count, but Steve Chavez taking a little too much time getting into position there. All right, Jason, front face lock here onto Marcelo Montoya. Looking to be going for no, one more time into this small package, and yet again only a 2 count as Jason is barely able to get his shoulder up. Marcelo Montoya now seems to have Jason exactly where he wants him, picks him up in that torture rack and falls down with a torture rack slam. Almost a follow-away slam, but a follow-away slam starts with the positioning with somebody in a cross body. Lateral press there, only a 2 count one more time. Jason able to get his shoulders up, looking for a victory here. And the first time we've ever seen him here at Legends of the Goldmine.
5 minutes have elapsed in this contest. 5 minutes.
If you have any idea as to who Jason is, where the origin of this mysterious figure is, please leave a comment on the video that you're watching now. Please give me a lead into this investigation that I'm going to have to start once this contest is over here. And once again, Jason blatantly choking Marcelo Montoya in the corner here. And Steve Chavez warning him no more chokes. Jason here implementing whatever plan of attack might be going through the demented, confusing brain, taking Marcelo Montoya down with one arm with a very simple clothesline. But you can kind of see him clutching that elbow. Might have done a little bit more damage to Jason than he might have wanted. Jason now trying to whip Montoya. Montoya reverses Jason into the ropes. But Jason one more time underneath the ropes. He's got a dragon sleeper almost applied. Montoya able to wriggle his way out of there, sends Jason into the corner, charging in, but no, Jason ducks out of the way. Jason one more time, charging in, but no, catches a boot right to the side of the face from Marcelo Montoya, who leaps over Jason now, grabs him in the front face lock, leaps off of that top rope there with the big tornado DDT, and here we go, and that's it, there's a 3 count. Marcelo Montoya with the victory.
Ladies and gentlemen, here is your winner by pinfall, Marcelo Montoya!
Marcelo Montoya officially done with his losing streak here at Legends of the Goldmine. He's taken out Jason, the debuting Jason, the very first time we've ever seen someone of the likes here at Legends of the Goldmine. And Marcelo Montoya able to take home the victory out of that beautiful tornado DDT, and we will got to see what's next for Marcelo Montoya here at Legends of the Goldmine. All right, folks, main event time here at Legends of the Goldmine. I've been talking about this match since the very beginning of the show. We've been expecting it to happen for 2 solid weeks now, leading into this edition of Legends of the Goldmine. And here we have one of the 2 challengers for Derek Slade's Platinum Division Championship, and that is the bad boy Boyce LeGrande, NorCal Wrestling Hall of Famer, 20-year wrestling career, and has his sights set on the Platinum Division Championship, the crowning jewel of Legends of the Goldmine, and a major reason as to why Boyce LeGrande got up from this position that I'm sitting in right now at commentary to rejoin the roster of Legends of the Goldmine, so we can continue to search for the Platinum Division Championship, search for accolades that he has not quite achieved in his career, and also bully some of the up-and-coming young wrestlers that are coming through the roster here today. It makes him feel especially important to be able to throw his weight around and intimidate people through just kind of being a jerk. But that's the bad boy, Boyce LeGrande. It's who he is. It's who he's been for a long time and who he's always going to be. You can see him now just intimidating Steve Chavez, now going over to intimidate Josh Medina. There's no reason for this. They're not participants in this match. They're not going to have any effect on whether or not Boyce LeGrande walks away with the Platinum Division Championship, but he does it anyway. And here we have the second of 2 challengers. We saw him debut 2 weeks ago here on Legends of the Goldmine when he faced Boyce LeGrande in a #1 contenders match that led into this triple threat match that we have here today. The Angry Dragon, Mike Hayashi, looks to be so ready and prepared to take on Boyce LeGrande and Derek Slade here in this triple threat main event contest. Very ritualistic Mike Hayashi is, always taking a kneel in the corner before a match, oftentimes retreating into his own meditations when his partners or his opponents are distracted on the outside. Boyce LeGrande kind of seeing this, maybe looking to take Mike Hayashi out before the match, but Hayashi hyper aware of his senses as we're awaiting the entrance of the champion himself, always accompanied by the bright Lucian D, his manager and tag team partner. There he is, the Platinum Division Champion, your only ever two-time Platinum Champion, Derek Slade, the total package, your 2018 Young Lions Cup champion as well, and the man at the top of the mountain here at Legends of the Goldmine. This match, of course, was Lucian Delight's idea. It was his doing. 2 weeks ago, we saw Boyce LeGrande and Mike Hayashi take each other to the limit, trying to determine the #1 contender for this Platinum Division Championship, and both men came a little bit short as they reached a time limit draw. Lucian Delight decided that Derek Slade was talented enough to take on not only one, but two NorCal Wrestling Legends and defend that championship here tonight in this triple threat match.
The following contest is scheduled for one fall with a 15-minute time limit, and it is a triple threat match for the Platinum Division Championship. Your official for this contest, referee Steve Chavez. Introducing first, the challengers. First, from Vallejo, California, weighing in at 220 pounds, he is the bad boy, Boyce LeGrande. And his opponent, from Lodi, California, weighing in at 2.5 dragons, he is the Angry Dragon, Mike Hayashi. And their opponent,
it seems as though Boyce LeGrande and Lucian Delight are trying to out-intimidate the ring announcer here. It looks like things might be breaking apart.
Get back!
Before things even start here.
Second, know your role. Introducing their opponent, the current reigning and defending Platinum Division Champion, who was also the Platinum Division Champion for more than a year, and counting, and counting, and counting. That's all he's got. From Santa Cruz, weighing in at 212 pounds, he is the total package, and he is now the future of professional wrestling, Derek Slade.
Well, I don't know what's going on with Lucian Delight, but he certainly doesn't seem to like Boyce LeGrande here tonight. Seems as though they're fighting about an alternate universe here. Of course, before this match to start, Lucian Delight does need to go onto the outside. Ring jackets and t-shirts need to be removed. The Platinum Division Championship itself needs to be handed over to the timekeeper. Mike Hayashi trying to stay out of this drama as much as he can. He is a wrestler's wrestler, really. He's eager to not only finally defeat, without a shadow of a doubt, Boyce LeGrande, but also walk away the Platinum Division Champion once this is all said and done. Maybe he will, maybe he won't. It's very odd not having a commentary partner, but having a wrestler constantly shout things at me. I should be a little bit more used to it by now, though Boyce LeGrande always likes to run his mouth. Boyce LeGrande taking the belt, just continuing to draw the ire of Lucian Delight. And you got to know that Boyce is just trying to take the delightful packages off of their game here leading into this triple threat match. And of course, a match like this does not support the champion. There are no countouts. There traditionally are no disqualifications in a triple threat match. Two traditional ways that a champion can lose a match and retain the championship belt. Looks like things might be breaking apart once again. Might be fighting before the bell even rings. But to close off my lesson on the rules, the champion does not need to be involved in the decision in order to lose the Platinum Division Championship itself. If Mike Hayashi were to beat Boyce LeGrande, then he would be crowned the Platinum Division Champion, and Derek Slade would not have to be involved in any way. And now, of course, Boyce LeGrande using Derek Slade's own disrespectful movements against him here. And the bell has rung. And Boyce LeGrande continuing to play the mind games with Derek Slade. He's running his t-shirt in between his legs and throwing it at his manager, who is just, oh God, he threw it in my own face. What a dick move. And Derek Slade claiming ownership of the ring and showing off the package to his opponents here. But he needs to not underestimate Mike Hayashi and Boyce LeGrande. They are two of the most well-respected and well-decorated athletes that have ever come through independent wrestling in Northern California. And a lot of it has to do with tactics like Boyce LeGrande is employing right now, stepping out of this triple threat confrontation, allowing Mike Hayashi and Derek Slade to face each other, to fight each other, to wear each other down, while Boyce LeGrande just waits to find an opportunity to pick apart the corpses. Derek Slade now trying to maintain control over the body of Mike Hayashi. Hayashi able to find his way out of the grasp of your Platinum Division champion. He just flips over Derek Slade very quickly with an arm wringer here. Looks to be going for that triangle choke perhaps. No, here we go, Rings of Saturn, a full-on submission maneuver applied here. This one could be over before it even really got started. Boyce LeGrande slinking his way in, seeing that he doesn't want Derek Slade to tap out, but also wants this hold to be held onto for as long as possible. And now Mike Hayashi throwing Boyce LeGrande out. Derek Slade trying to roll up Mike Hayashi with a handful of tights, but not quite enough. The wily veteran able to kick out. Here we go now, Mike Hayashi just floating over the body of Derek Slade. Slade able to kick out of the lateral press attempt for a cover here very quickly. Derek Slade able to take Mike Hayashi off of his feet. Hayashi taking Boyce LeGrande off of his feet now. Oh, there we go, and now another sweep here by Boyce LeGrande onto Derek Slade. And Slade now sweeps Hayashi's feet out from under him. Lateral press, only a 0, not a 1 count on that. There we go, Mike Hayashi with the sweep one more time. This time a 1 count on the lateral press. And here we go, Boyce LeGrande once again with the trip. And the lateral press cover, only a 1 here. There we go, Mike Hayashi breaking the chain of motion, kicking his feet up before Derek Slade is able to sweep him out from under him. And here we go. There we go with the triple threat rules here. You always got an opponent coming at you, even from behind, from a perspective that you're not expecting. And Boyce LeGrande now trying to work out a negotiation with Derek Slade, maybe work together to try to take Mike Hayashi down and out of this match and turn it into a one-on-one even contest. Derek Slade Derek Slade falling victim to Boyce LeGrande's distraction, but Boyce LeGrande got caught up in that drop kick as well. Mike Hayashi has taken both opponents down. A big chop right to the chest of Boyce LeGrande. Now Mike Hayashi pulling Derek Slade back into the ring. He won't allow the champion to slink out of here. Hayashi with a well-placed chop onto the chest of Derek Slade, able to take him out of this match momentarily. Another chop onto Boyce LeGrande. Now Mike Hayashi paying visits back and forth between both of these men here. But no, Boyce LeGrande's ready. And now Mike Hayashi blinded from the eye gouge, not able to see that was an empty corner. And here comes Boyce LeGrande kicking at the midsection and chopping the chest of the Platinum Division champion. Boyce LeGrande continuing the assault onto Derek Slade, but Derek Slade still a little fresh, still got some gas in that tank. But here comes Mike Hayashi again, another chop right to the chest. It's Chop City here, folks. Low kick onto Mike Hayashi, and a short DDT plants the NorCal Wrestling Legend down. Boyce LeGrande, your Hall of Famer. Another DDT right onto Derek Slade, your Platinum Division champion, in a dangerous position here. Able to kick out, saving the championship for himself. Derek Slade continuing on the fight. Slade, desperation jawbreaker, takes Boyce LeGrande off balance, muscles LeGrande up with a big scoop slam here. Derek Slade, standing leg drop. Trying to muscle Boyce LeGrande down, trying to force him down into that pin, but unfortunately doesn't quite get it. And I think that Boyce LeGrande might have a hold of the package. Boyce LeGrande may have a hold of the package, but Chavez can't see here. And now Mike Hayashi, a bit of a camel clutch, triple shot stack. I don't know really what to call this sequence of submissions here, folks. But here we go, chin lock into a sleeper hold now, and then Mike Hayashi double jawbreakers onto both of his opponents. Standing dropkick takes Derek Slade down, sends him all the way out of the ring.
5 minutes have elapsed in this contest. 5 minutes have elapsed in this championship contest.
Mike Hayashi alone now in the ring with Boyce LeGrande, the bad boy. Hayashi trying to whip LeGrande. LeGrande, however, reversing, ducking the big boot there. Mike Hayashi coming off the ropes, so nobody's home. Boyce LeGrande is down and out. And here we go, big drop kick onto the back of the head by Mike Hayashi. Both of his opponents now are on the outside here. Mike Hayashi trying to get the fans into this one. Derek Slade on the outside finding his opportunity to beat down one of his opponents. Doesn't quite seem to see. Mike Hayashi poised, ready to leap onto both men there, taking both Boyce LeGrande and Derek Slade down. Mike Hayashi charging in, scaring Lucian D off, who runs for cover. And now Mike Hayashi, he's got free range to do as he pleases here with both of his opponents in this triple threat championship match. Big, solid kicks right across the chest of Boyce LeGrande. Mike Hayashi, short kick right to the side of the face, takes Boyce LeGrande down. And another one for good measure onto your champion, Derek Slade. Mike Hayashi in complete control here of both opponents. No. Derek Slade able to, at the last moment, reverse that whip, sending Hayashi face first into the steel ring post. Boyce LeGrande finds his opportunity to break up that attack here, sends Derek Slade into the ring here, taking him down with a snapmare takeover, and Boyce LeGrande just unloading the clip. But what would Lucian D getting involved here? Lucian D pulling Boyce LeGrande off of Derek Slade. There are no disqualifications in this triple threat match. And Lucian D once again putting his body on the line for the sake of his clients, allowing Derek Slade to get advantage over Boyce LeGrande. But Mike Hayashi seems to have recovered from the assault and the impact on the outside from the steel ring post. It goes low with a low drop kick onto the knee of your champion, and a big running kick there onto the side of the head. And Boyce LeGrande breaks up the cover. Mike Hayashi was 1 second away from being the Platinum Division champion. Hayashi standing stomps here. Big standing moonsault as well. or standing shooting star press, I should say. But Boyce LeGrande, again, they're able to break the pinfall here. And now Derek Slade trying to fight his way off from getting pinned once again by Boyce LeGrande. Well-placed shot to the midsection there by Derek Slade, followed up by a chop right to the chest of Boyce LeGrande. Derek Slade charging in, choking LeGrande on the middle rope. Poised for Lucian Delight to get involved, and once again, Lucian Delight can get involved in this thing. He's not an active participant. He can't win the match, but he's not going to get anybody disqualified here. And yet again, Boyce LeGrande able to break up that pinfall attempt, stopping Mike Hayashi from claiming the Platinum Division Championship again. Here we go, Derek Slade trying to go for that very, very insulting cover, but Boyce LeGrande seeing it coming, fighting off Derek Slade. But both men, and it's locked in a ground and pound. Mike Hayashi's poised on the top rope. Big stomp from the top rope. Well placed right in the back of the neck of Derek Slade. And Mike Hayashi pulling Boyce LeGrande to the center of the ring here. Standing moonsault. He got out of that one. And once again, Mike Hayashi prevented from becoming the Platinum Division Champion by another participant in this match. Mike Hayashi and Derek Slade now just unloading on each other here. Both men spent. Both men have to be running close to empty now.
10 minutes have elapsed in this contest.
Over 10 minutes, these fighters have been going after each other for the Platinum Division Championship. And here comes Derek Slade with that fight, with the assault onto Boyce LeGrande. LeGrande holds himself on the ropes. Here we go, ducking the line here, ducking the bro kick. Boyce LeGrande coming off, huge lariat, the match-winning lariat from Boyce LeGrande. Boyce LeGrande could feel it. He could practically feel the championship in his hands, but Mike Hayashi was there to say no. Mike Hayashi slowly crawling over to the turnbuckles, slowly ascending those ropes. Mike Hayashi, he's up on the top rope. Wait, who's out here now? Was that a fan? What? What is this? Someone has pulled Mike Hayashi clear off that top rope. He's hung up Mike Hayashi on the top rope. I can't see who it is from the hoodie, but he's got Hayashi trapped. Hayashi's got nowhere to go. No, Boyce LeGrande. LeGrande's almost got the LeGrande finale. Now big bro kick. Going for the cover hook of the leg. I can't believe it. Once again, Boyce, once again.
Ladies and gentlemen, here is your winner, and still your Platinum Division Champion, Derek Slade.
That's Titus Alexander. Was Lucian Delight the one on the other end of the phone? Was Lucian Delight the one that Titus Alexander has been talking to for weeks? It is. The bright Lucian Delight. The revolution grows. Derek Slade and Titus Alexander under the guidance of Lucian Delight. And always having a plan up his sleeve, Lucian Delight made sure that Derek Slade was going to walk away the Platinum Division Champion. Absolutely shocking display that we saw here. And Mike Hayashi doesn't seem to be done with the fight. I wonder if this is the last time we're going to see Derek Slade and Mike Hayashi battle it out for the Platinum Division Championship. But folks, that's all the time that we have for you here today as your champion of the Revolution go running away from the Angry Dragon. I'm the greatest mind in professional wrestling, Matthew Thiel, saying good night, good luck. We will see you in 2 weeks once again for Legends of the Goldmine.